Hey everybody, it's that time of month again. It is Philosophy of a Photo Artist. We have a lot to talk about. I've got some apologizing to do. I got some clarifications I got to get out of the way. We're going to take a look at some images that some of the subscribers had sent to me, and also I've got a response regarding a new software. Are we ready for this? Let's do it. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, this is based on photography and as a photo artist, pushing ourselves to think creatively out of the box. Okay, I've got maybe about 400 or 500 new people this past month, so I need to clarify this. So sometimes I sound like a broken record, but we have to understand that there are new people that are coming in. And so what I do is once a month, I put together something called the Philosophy of a Photo Artist. It comes out on a Saturday, again, once a month. So this one obviously is for February. We're going to talk about some issues that came up during the past month of January. And I've got quite a bit to talk about here. So before we get into our first issue, I would like to thank everybody that's been supporting this channel. So let me just go over here. Here's a list of people that donated to the channel last month in January. And I really appreciate, some of you people have done it 2 or 3 times. Unfortunately, the list I get from buymeacoffee.com, which, by the way, the link is right here in the bottom of the screen and it's in the show notes. I only show your name one time. So there's the list. Quite a few people did donate to the channel. So again, I really appreciate that. And again, for the new people, if you ever go to buymeacoffee.com/Steven Photo Artist, make sure that you actually look at the extra tab, because the home tab is where you can donate a coffee, maybe 3 coffees, 10 coffees, whatever you feel comfortable with. It's not subscription based. But if you go to the extra tab at the top of the menu, you'll find different templates and things that are offered for sale. Very reasonable. Things are like $5, $7. And it's just a different way of supporting the channel, but you're getting something back in return. So when you click on one of the thumbnails, you'll have access to like a video that explains what is offered as that, say, template, for example. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's get into some things I need to clarify, and a big apologize. A note has to come out to everybody, so let's get into it. Okay, the first thing I need to get into is a big apology. I've got an email from one of the subscribers, Mike, and he was trying to do take an image and convert it into a painting using AI the way I showed it back in 2024. And he was having all sorts of issues, and it was, I guess, giving him errors and stuff like that. And it wasn't working. And he said he was following step by step. And I totally forgot to delete that video and another one because of the new people here. You just need to know this. When AI was evolving and coming into Photoshop, I learned a technique to take an image and convert it to a painting. In fact, take a look at this one. This is the very first one that I did, and I showcased it on the channel, and it worked fine for like, I don't know, 4 weeks or so or whatever, and then it stopped working because Adobe changed the way they were interfacing with AI. So I was getting people saying, hey, it's not working. And I go, what the heck is going on? Then I found out, wow, they're right. It's not working. So then I figured out another way. And then I showcased this one to convert one of your images into a painting. And that one was fine. And then all of a sudden, again, just like 3 or 5 weeks later, it didn't work anymore because, again, Adobe was changing the way it was interfacing using AI in the software. So I just got frustrated and I said, that's it. I'm not showing anything more with AI, converting to a painting, whatever. I'm doing things like, let's use brushes and other techniques that have been around for decades that we could use. But again, I apologize because I forgot to delete those videos off my channel. So Mike, if you're listening to this, thank you for the email. I did get rid of those videos off my channel, so nobody that's new to the channel can go in there and pick that up thinking that that's going to work. So again, I apologize on that. And now let's get into our next issue, and that is, let's see, I had to write this down. Oh, and I have to clarify a technique I shared just about a week ago or so. So let's get into it in Photoshop. Okay, let's jump into Photoshop. And again, I need to clarify something I did on creating your own clipping masks, and that had to do with the brushes. And I got some emails that people were confused, and I don't think I explained it well enough, in my opinion. It was a bit confusing, so I want to just cover that. So if you didn't see that video, that was, I think, on the 4th of February. And this is what I'm talking about here in Photoshop. I'm just grabbing a normal brush here, a round brush. And I want to emphasize that when I click down once with the brush, and I'm letting go of the mouse right now, I hold the Shift key down and I'm dragging over to another point, but I'm not clicking down on the mouse at all. I'm just gliding the mouse over here on the far right, and my finger's on the Shift key, and I click once with my index finger on the mouse, and it goes from one point to the next. And again, I glide down here to the lower right-hand corner, hold the Shift key down, click once, and it goes from one point to the other. So hopefully that makes sense. Again, hand is off the keyboard, and I'm not clicking and dragging or clicking down on the mouse. I'm just dragging my mouse over here to the lower left-hand corner, hold the Shift key down, click once, and it follows that straight line. So I apologize the way I explained it during that video, but hopefully this clarifies everything, because again, I had a handful of emails that were confused on, you're doing click and drag, and they were just doing some weird things, and I had to apologize. I go, you know what? I didn't clarify well enough on how to do that technique. So hopefully this helps. All right, let's get into the next issue, and that is, let's take a look at some software a couple of people had recommended to me to take a look at. So let's get into it. Okay, back into the program here. I've got a couple of emails. People said, hey, have you ever heard of this software before? And by the way, I forgot to mention that if you have a question about something, it's harder for me to decipher things on YouTube when people are making comments and stuff. I prefer you to email me personally if you have a question on something. So the email address is right here at the bottom of the screen. It's stephenphotoartist@gmail.com. So again, feel free to do that. I had never heard of this software, but I heard the name of the company, and it's called CyberLink. So let's take a look at this. So at the CyberLink website, they've been around for quite a few years, and they have a product called Photo Director. They also have a video software, and they actually have combined the two if you want to get both of them as a bundle to save, some money. But they're offering February 8th, this offer is over with. So the time you get my video, this is gone. But it's a lot of AI stuff. Take a look at the features. Again, the software is called Photo Director. You can scroll down, and it's going to show you some examples. I'm not going to go through all that. You could go through it yourself. I think the important thing is, a lot of people that have been following me know my philosophy about softwares and cameras. And my opinion is, people say, oh, what do you think of this software? Is the software any good? And the point is, in my opinion, all softwares are good if it fits what you require it to do. Then that means it's a good software, okay? Just like a camera. I don't recommend camera brands. It's totally irrelevant. All camera brands are good out there. It's just, you got to make sure you're picking the right model that fits you and your style and the type of work that you like to do, and it has the features that you need, okay? Because everybody's requirements are different, and that's why I don't go there. There's so many channels out there that are, oh, you need to buy this camera, or I don't go that way at all. Use what's great for you based on your vision, your type of work that you're doing. So my attitude is the same thing in software. I say download the trial version on this. Experiment with it. Now, it's heavy with AI. I think it doesn't allow you to put watermark or something if you try to use AI. There are going to be credits involved in this. So let's take a look at the planning, or the plans and pricing. This is if you want. Now, here's one thing I do like, and I wish Adobe would do this and others. They're offering you a perpetual license one time, and you own it. You just use it's licensed to your computer, use it over and over again. There's no subscription at all. But they also offer a subscription. Now, this is $39.99. This is US, so say $40 a year. To me, is not bad. In fact, this almost could be a utility program that complements what you're using, say in Photoshop or maybe some other editor, and they don't offer some, certain bells and whistles and features. For $40 a year, I don't think that's bad at all. But again, you get so many credits and then you got to buy more credits because of AI, okay? The non-AI stuff, you don't have to do that, but of that. Now, this one right here is the bundle, and that just means you're going to get the video one along with the photo one. Same thing over here, $170, let's say for that. You're getting their photo director, but you're also getting the Power Director, which is their video software. So I don't know if anybody has bought this or used this at all. I'm just sharing it with you. I have no affiliation with them at all. Do I own it? The answer is no. I just got the trial version. I haven't had a chance to really dive in and play with it at all. Will I get it? Well, if I see a handful of things that I might use and they don't have that, say ability in Photoshop, or I could do it in Photoshop, there'd be a lot of extra steps and this would save me time, then yeah, I would buy it, okay? And that's for me. But again, I'm telling for you, or trying to influence you and thinking by yourself that are you going to use this? That's the point. I hate when people, and I've done this in my earlier years, I'll buy something, I get all excited, and I use it, 3-4 times, and all of a sudden, I never use it again, and I wasted my money on it. So I just don't want you to waste money. That's why I'm big on get the darn trial version, kick the tires around, test it out. And if you really feel you're going to use it, go for it. But I'm just going to express my opinion. If you go for it, I would go for the $40 one for the year, because that way, you're going to owe again in another year, but at least you're not investing $100 and you only use it a handful of times, and then all of a sudden you're sad that you spent $100 or something like that. So I'm not here to tell you how to spend your money, but that's my 2 cents on that. Now let's get into the very last thing, and that is we're going to take a look at some images that some of you people shared with me, and I'm all excited about sharing this back to you. Let's do it. All right, before we get into the images here, I just want to remind you that if you'd like to share an image or two that you have done and talk about what you've learned off this channel, please make sure you email it to me. My email address is right here again, stephenphotoartist@gmail.com. It's also in the show notes. So again, feel free to do that. All right, let's take a look at the first image right here. And again, I had to write this down because I can't remember all this stuff from memory. This is from Thomas Roach. And Thomas learned how to create mock-up templates from this channel, and he did this on his own, and he asked me, well, what do you think? And of course, my standard answer is, as long as you like it, that's all that matters. But I think you did a great job. And Thomas, I'm just going to push you to keep doing this kind of stuff, experiment with it, work hard. But what gets me excited is when I see somebody learn something and then they take action to apply this and do it on their own. So I applaud you. You did a great job. Let's not stop here. Let's just keep going. Now, if you're fairly new to the channel or been missing some of the videos, the next person I'm going to share with you is, he shared some images before, Charles Fleshman, and he learned the sketching technique that I shared a few weeks ago. If you didn't see that video, I'll put a link in the show notes so you can go back and watch that. And again, this is just an example of, this is the image he took. He did the technique that he learned from the video a few weeks ago, and this is what he came up with. And again, I get excited when somebody learns something and they take action on it and they apply it and they do it. And that, Charles, good for you. It inspires me when I see people taking things and running with it. And then he also did this version of it. So I love it. Again, just don't stop. Just keep going at it over and over again. You keep getting better at using these different techniques. So again, I want to thank the two people that shared those images with me here on the channel. Just a reminder, again, feel free to send, an image or two to me and share with you, what did you learn? How did you come up with that concept and stuff, so we can share it out with everybody else. All right, so with that out of the way, let me end this the way I normally do, and we'll get back to our normal videos on Wednesday. But again, let's get that camera out. Let's try some of these techniques you're getting exposed to. And always remember that even though you might make mistakes, we learn from making mistakes. It's the only way we do that. We got to push ourselves. So again, think literally out of the box. I mean, literally out of the box. Till next time, see ya.